That's what a star player looks like. He'll need to prove it on the field. If he finishes the game with all his teeth, then I'll call him a star player. I'm thirsty. Are you, Bob?
Sure am, Jim. The Bloodweiser babes are out. Which reminds me, just how refreshing Bloodweiser and new Bloodweiser Bite. All the taste of Bloodweiser without the toxic aftertaste of death can be.
Any correlation to our previous thoughts and rumored sponsorship deals are purely coincidental.
G'day guys, welcome back to some Blood Bowl.
Why wouldn't you?
Here we are for the coin toss.
Sure will, Bob. Both teams are just about equal in their ratings. One may have a slight edge, but nothing to get our pants twisted over. This is going to be a close game. You know, there's a reason why so many Dark Elf teams have won championships. They're extremely capable players.
Welcome back. So today we have Ty's Kane's Cutthroat Dark Elf team against the Bloody Marauders, an Orc team. Apparently this is relatively well-balanced teams, and they're going to be going up against each other very heavily. So we should certainly see how we go here. So it appears that Ty is going to be offensive, and he manages to catch the ball straight away. So he's moving his Witch Elf into the position there, and he's getting a very convenient ball landing. It's really convenient. So he's doing the right thing here. He wants to try and thin out this side here of the pitch. Absolutely, I'd possibly look at putting some support on this guy here and then blitzing with her. But he's just ducking through.
The carrier himself blocks. That's really risky.
That is a bit risky, but it managed to work out for him. I don't know why he didn't keep moving her. She should have kept moving. Maybe she'd ran out of squares. But he is giving her a bit of protection here. Coming out very strong. Didn't do any attacking here though. I'm quite surprised at that. Sorry. So the Bloody Raiders just pulling themselves back a little bit here. Sorry, I did refer to them as the Bloody Marauders earlier there, but Bloody Raiders getting our Chaos and Orc team mixed up. Again, see, by leaving her in that position there, it did put up to that risk there, but she managed to stay on her feet. Throwing a grenade. Oh, boom. That is exactly why you want a star player for. But she didn't. But he didn't cause any injury. Still no attacking here on the front line either. I'm quite surprised about that.
I never could get the hang of this maneuver, Jim. Whenever I jumped up,
just going to use Frenzy here to get this guy out of the pitch.
What's happening down there?
There she goes.
You know, a fence may solve this problem of players being eaten by the
I'd be
crowd.
grabbing her, grabbing the ball. I'm not entirely sure why he didn't grab the ball and send her up the sideline. Manages to knock this Black Orc over. Very, very fast-paced first half here. Oh, skull. And we have a turnover. Ty's managed to keep the ball relatively protected here, which is a good move. However, the Orcs are very strong. I'm not entirely sure why they're focusing on players not around the ball. Maybe they're just trying to isolate a few of the weaker players and injure them, but we'll certainly see. I absolutely would have been blitzing my way in here, but fair enough.
Step end.
Whoops, missed that spot there. Rolls a skull by the appearance of that. Another turnover. Ty is immediately blitzing. Blitzing the star player, trying to knock him off his feet. Oh, injures the star player bomber. Dribble snot.
I love adding my own sound effects.
He is out of the game. Making the most of all that coin. Managed to make one throw, and that was it. He was out of the game. Looks like Ty's setting up for a pass here or something.
Catch. Now go on, buddy.
Should send this guy through. I guess that's what I was doing. Protecting the Witch Elf here. The Bloody Raiders effectively reacting to Ty's attempt for a breakout here. Just absolutely swarming on this blitzer here.
Remember, you need balls to score.
Fortunately for the Bloody Raiders, only getting a dodge there. And yet another dodge.
It's a solid tactic. If you kill the fool carrying the ball, then you stop him from scoring.
So she just blitzed her way out of there? I think that she must have a skill or something for that. No. I think he just accidentally sent that Witch Elf on a blitz.
Casualty so early in the match? Hey, I might actually start paying attention.
Okay, quick turn 4. He's managing to protect his Witch Elf quite well, and she's got quite a lot of options here moving forward. Very surprised that this guy here is only getting such light treatment. But yeah, moving straight in on the Witch Elf. But unless they blitz her, which they can't because they use the blitz up here, she'll probably easily be able to dodge out of this. They're trying to keep this guy guarded because they keep thinking he's going to take a pass. But in all honesty, I can just see this Witch Elf moving through here.
Unity is strength.
Moving the Black Orc out of the way, giving the Witch Elf room
Move
to
the
move
layers
through here.
before you get to the
Oh, she's going to pass the ball?
That ball moved faster than a smutling with the runs.
And away they go.
That was quite the sprint. They dodged several.
Well done to Kane's Cutthroats for a relatively early touchdown. Certainly see how far this manages
We
to go.
can finally get this match started. A fresh start, fellas. You can return.
Now we'll certainly see how well Kane's Cutthroats manages to do on defense here.
Must drive the coach crazy, as his team has just kicked it away.
Bloody Raiders choosing not to move near the ball. I don't quite understand that. Don't know why you wouldn't move your receiver to near the ball, but anyway.
must have glue on their fingers. As effective as ever, these black Orcs.
Blackhawks absolutely smashing their way through the front line. Double dice roll every single time. With the exception of that one, I guess. That's only a lineman anyway.
Look at all those players sitting down on the job. There'll be trouble with the unions if this carries on.
Ty blitzing here early. Getting rid of this lineman. Nicely done.
The fans seem very rabid. I hope they leave a few bits of the play intact.
I've certainly been pushing these guys up around here to put a pressure on the ball carrier here. Basically what Ty was doing there was to give these guys some reprieve, stop them from getting bashed next turn, moving them out of the tackle zones, which is a fantastic move considering they have an agility.
This formation gives them a safe progression. It's going to be hard to make them lose the ball.
Only 2 turns left. The Bloody Raiders should be pushing a little bit harder than this though. Oh, rolls a skull and a knockdown on the Dark Elf Blitzer. Takes him down, no injury though. Not even a stun. Knockdown on another lineman, Dark Elf lineman. Manages to escape. Yeah, I would have been pushing a little bit harder than that with the Bloody Raiders.
Smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
That player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
Safety in numbers. That's it. Get in their face. They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich. Orcs. The darker they are, the harder they hit.
Absolutely. So the Bloody Raiders just clearing a little bit of house here. Give me a push on this guy though. Last turn for the Dark Elves. Let's see if they can get any injuries. Induce any injuries rather. That's it there. Orcs are very tough. You're going to find very few of them getting injured, although I guess we have had one so far. But
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight. She seems to have gone completely nuts. That's a flurry of blows the opposing player is taking.
She just won't stop. I don't know whether to be excited or disgusted.
Pushback, but not over.
Alright, this is the Orcs' last turn for the half.
They're building a cage around the ball here. It's a solid tactic.
There's really not much they can do at this point. I probably would be focusing on injuring as many players as you could, but there isn't really a huge amount of tackle zones here anyway. They don't have the manpower, so to speak, to you know, foul a lot here. So I don't know why they didn't attack. Making some strange decisions there. They should have been blocking. Anyway, coming out to the second half,
The ball to the
Canes Cutthroats lead 1-0.
Think defensively.
It's an awful kick. I don't know where Ty expected that kick to go. I don't know why they would send this guy to the very end. I suppose it's good to have your thrower have the ball, but you know, unless you're gonna plan on him throwing somewhere, I probably would have given it to maybe to even a Blackhawk. But then again, he can't dodge out of much.
They've gone into the
Probably
opponent's
just
tackle
a
zone. Should be good.
Or a blitzer rather.
This player, the attacker, smells weakness. Good call. Intimidation is the key. It was one of my strengths when I was still playing.
Bloody Raiders managing to sort of push forward a little bit here, having a pretty productive first turn. So 9, I suppose.
Damage on the opposing team.
Let's see how the Canes Cutthroats respond here. It's an excellent dice roll there with that lineman managing to break ranks here. This guy should be able to blitz forward on him. This guy could probably dodge out as well. Maybe move him into here, then have this guy dodge in, although I don't think this guy would end up giving you an assist, so...
He's on him now, like a...
But it certainly does create a bit of an opening here. And this guy could possibly even come around. He's choosing not to do that though.
Really scary. She's got quite a temper, hasn't she?
Fortunately, she had block there.
Ex-wife.
I would have attacked the ball a bit heavier there. I'm not entirely sure why he did, why Ty decided not to. But the Orcs seem to be playing the very conservative game here. They're not really pushing very hard. In fact, I might have even considered pulling this guy around to try and run around. But
Can the other team steal it away?
finally an injury on the Orc side.
Extremely useful for breaking the lines.
Knockout!
Orcs doing a little bit of clearing house here, but managing to hit a block dice. Block dice roll. Alright, turnover for Canes Cutthroats. Let's see how they respond here, if they can manage to push through this line here and steal the ball.
That'll do, player.
Well, I would have moved in. Then had the Witch Elf blitz.
Very
By having this guy blitz.
Can the player force possession away
It's
from
pretty
the ball
fortunate.
holder?
Pretty lucky there.
They left the ball carrier exposed. There could be a counter strike.
Oh, he needs to move. Oh, he tried to move, but he fell. But he should have a reroll. No reroll there. He did try to make a break for it. That is very unfortunate. Rolling a 1 on that reroll there. The Orcs, considering most of the Dark Elves are on this side of the pitch, they should be trying to defend along this line here. And then
Just
get
try
through here.
dishing out a few whacks.
Yeah, and then this guy should be pushed through here. He shouldn't have stayed there like that. He should have pushed through. The Orcs are not using their turns very well. Or at least their movement for their turns.
So close to a world of hurt.
11 for Kane's Cutthroats. Might have even considered a block there. Or a blitz, rather. Ty burning through his rerolls. He's now basically 5.5 turns and has no more rerolls for the rest of the half. So he better have everything go in his favour. Alright, turnover.
Haha, here's some friends.
Yeah, it's probably a good
That's
move.
a solid formation.
Block that
I
guy
want
out
to
of
see
the
the
way.
opposing team have a go at
And this ball carrier should move around here as much as he possibly can. Again, the Orc team not making advantage of the room. They got an opening here. This guy should be moving around here, and then all these Orcs should be following him. The Orcs are playing way too conservative here. It almost feels like the Orcs are playing defensively. They are the ones in the lead,
Together.
rather than the ones who are actually trying to catch up here.
The attacker has an assist. Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
This is going to be decisive. Jeremiah Cool always said, superior skills. This is going to be decisive. And a strike made with technique and precision. It's not always about sheer muscle or size. This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
He won't leave him alone anytime soon. Whoa. The attacker has an assist.
That player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
Bit of a KO here.
Bed bugs bite? Really, don't let them. They're massive and can take your hand right off.
It's very peculiar seeing some of the decisions this Orc team is making here. They should be trying to get this ball carrier through here. But this guy will probably block her. And then I would only assume that this guy's going to make a break for it. Oh! Oh, it's very, very unfortunate. Ay, ay, ay. Three turns to go here for the Dark Elves. Can they manage to steal the ball and make their way to another touchdown?
That team should avoid physical confrontation.
They're building a cage around the ball here. It's a solid tactic. Help the ball carrier.
Ball carrier finally trying to make a break for it. Wow, only ending up with a push out of 3 dice.
He's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time. That's it. Force him back and then pow!
Alright, here's the Dark Elves' turn. See what they can do to capitalize on this open ball here.
Come on, guys. Together.
And easily blocking this guy out of the way, leaving the Witch Elf exposed, who is probably going to jump in and try and push this guy out of here. Yep, exactly.
They absolutely have to stop him. Or her.
Push to there.
Look at this. That's it. Aim for the ball carrier.
Easily
Take him down.
done. Now it's going to be interesting to see where the ball goes, though. Just a knockout, and the ball gets launched. Oh, very unfortunate for the Orcs. And very fortunate for the Dark Elves.
If the player remains unmolested, they could sprint into the end zone. Of course, that's quite a
All
big...
the Dark Elves now need to do is just stay in tackle zones to prevent the Orcs from dodging out to pursue. Although this guy here can pursue as is. I don't know if he's got enough room though. Oh, it's only 4 movement for Black Elf. Black Orc, only 4 movement, so he's not going to do anything. I would at the very least blitz this blitz her off the field. Oh, he managed to roll.
Ball
There you
in
go.
danger and carrier
I would have re-rolled that for sure.
The only use for the ball, in my opinion, to highlight who
I don't know
gets
what
hit.
the Bloody Raiders were saving their re-roll for. So Kane's Cutthroats have no re-rolls left, but I guess he's going to just try and dodge out here and leave it at that. Pretty good, and there is a run. There we go, 2-0 to Kane's Cutthroat. So GG, well done to Ty. He moves on
Check your insurance policy.
in the ladder.
Keep away from the fan.
Up next, we will be playing round 3 We are skipping the Amazon versus Chaos game this
So
round
many
because
touchdowns,
Jink
Jim.
was
I've
not
lost
available
count.
to play,
I mean, I can
and
only
he
count
had to
to
forfeit against the
3
Chaos,
anyway. That
or
was a
concede
lot,
against
right?
the Chaos and not play. So round 2 is only going to have 3 matches. But let's have a look at some statistics here. I mean, the bloody Raiders had the ball for actually a considerable amount of time. But, you know, even more blocks, everything. Effectively, what I was saying, what went wrong with the bloody Raiders is they weren't maximising the time that they had with the ball. They just simply were moving at a snail's pace, trying to bash their way through, and they just simply weren't causing enough injuries or knockouts. Star player points, pretty decent for Kane's Cutthroats this time around. 5 for Selhor. But there you go. Excellent, guys. Stay tuned for round 3, in which case we will see Dark Elves versus High Elves. Okay, so that's going to be an interesting matchup. Amazons versus Humans in a PvP match. Okay, that's Jink versus myself. Dwarfs versus Orcs, 2 very bashy teams. And then Computer versus Computer, the Vampire Counts versus Chaos Warriors, but we won't be able to show that one because there is no replay for that. Excellent, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in round 3.